digital.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the long-awaited part 2 of the hypothetical explosion. It's been 6 weeks since a turtle versus Hitler's skull, or whatever that one was. I'm John O'Peck. Yeah, I'm John O'Peck, and I'm joined by 4 of the other 5 explosion crew members. We got Dylan Blight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy.
Ashley Hobley.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy.
Thomas Marshall.
I'm not going to do that, sorry.
And Nicholas Pryor.
It's your boy.
It is your boy. You got 5 out of 6 of the boys. Condolences to Jack, who is not able to make
Condolences, Jesus.
Condolences.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jack.
it. Yeah,
He's just had a fucking lunch or something.
rest in peace.
Yeah, he's
rest in peace.
being a good son-in-law, or
Yeah,
Yeah, condolences for being a good son-in-law.
yeah.
his streak is dead.
Yeah. Was it? Is
No.
this his first one he missed?
No, Mr.
First
Second.
one.
already
No,
missed
you
one.
missed the second one too.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
one since episode 2. So we had, what, 10 in a row?
Yeah.
Have I missed any?
No. You haven't. I haven't.
And I haven't.
Nick hasn't. That's it.
The rest of
Everyone
us
else. So there's 3 good boys and 3 bad boys in this
I'm a
group.
bad
That's all
boy.
I'm saying.
That's going to change soon, but that's all right.
Yeah. Who will be the
Sorry.
last remaining
Me.
person? Yeah.
It'll be
Probably.
me, I reckon.
It'll probably be you, because the week that you're not here, there won't be an episode.
This week will come. One week eventually, it'll be like, all right, guys, I'm actually like away or something. Like,
What? Crazy.
He's just running around like headless
You don't
chicken.
have a
Like, what the
life,
fuck
do
do we
you?
do? This is true. I don't actually have a life. You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Jono, remind us where these hypotheticals come from.
His head.
So most of these hypotheticals come from Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs, which is a book by Chuck Klosterman.
And you're allowed to say that, but not Pleasure Explosion?
I can say whatever I want. I have the choice.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
And because we got halfway through last time, or more than halfway through, I've gone to another one of Chuck's books, which is called Chuck Klosterman 4, A Decade of Curious People and Dangerous Ideas. Where
He
there's-
chooses to say sex because it sounds like a plausible idea, but a pleasure explosion is unknown to him.
Yeah. Certainly never experienced that while listening to this podcast.
Oh,
That would involve you having a
my heart!
Yeah, it's
Step
a
into
fair
my
point,
office,
Nick.
Jono.
Fair point.
Step into my office.
Let's get to the first hypothetical, and I want to keep it consistent with the theme of last time. We've got another Adolf Hitler question.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
Let me guess. This one's for
Dylan's
me.
expertise.
What the
It's-
people have been demanding.
We pretty much seem to get a Nazi reference in here every week, so I just wanted to make sure that continued.
Just get it in early.
Number one hypothetical Nazi podcast.
Yeah,
Don't change your winning formula.
that's it. So here it is. It is 1933. You are in Berlin, Germany, and somehow you find yourself in a position where you can effortlessly steal Adolf Hitler's wallet. This theft will not affect his rise to power, the nature of World War II, or the Holocaust. There is no important identification in the wallet, but the act will cost Hitler 40 Reichsmarks and completely ruin his evening. You do not need the money. The odds that you will be caught committing this crime are less than 2%. Are you ethically obligated to steal Hitler's wallet?
You're not ethically obligated, but you'd fucking do it anyway. That's like an easy yes. Are you ethically obligated? No. That sounds a bit silly. But we're doing it. Why wouldn't you do it?
Do I know who Hitler is at this point?
Yes.
Like,
You've gone back in
I-
time.
Yes,
Are we going
so
back
if
in
I-
time, or are we just living in that period?
It doesn't specify, but let's just say we've gone back in time. We know what he will become. We know that it will not change that. But you
I'm
have the
stealing
chance.
his wallet. I'm bringing back a picture of myself, like doing a really funny pose. I'm taking that money. I'm putting a picture of me doing a funny fuck you pose in it, and I'm slipping his wallet back into his pocket. That's my plan.
Yeah.
I suppose if it's the only thing that I can do to fuck him over a little bit, knowing what he becomes, then yeah, I think you'd do that. But if I didn't know who he was or what he was going to be, it's like would I steal the wallet of anybody else in
I'd steal
Wellington?
Malcolm Turnbull's wallet.
Well,
Or Donald Trump's, yeah.
Oh, Donald Trump's? Yeah.
The question is, would you feel ethically obligated in any way?
No. The answer to
No.
that's no. That's an easy no.
I'm
I don't know
pretty sure
why
I
you
would
feel
screw it up.
ethically obligated.
It's like when
Less
you're
than
playing,
2% chance you still fuck it
yeah,
up.
you're playing like Skyrim or Fallout or something, and it's like
99% unlock rate, breaks lock.
yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
you wouldn't do
What?
it at all.
No.
Fair enough.
what? Yeah, I
I
don't
think I need
you're
more than
ethically
that.
obligated, and I don't think I would do it just for the sake of stealing somebody's money because it's
Yous are all
no
fucking
different.
babies.
It's no
Considering it's
different
not
than
gonna affect
stealing
anything.
somebody's wallet. Down the road, like, or from.
Let's be honest, his life
the
was pretty
cafe on the
miserable
weekend,
already.
like.
Yeah, I don't envy Hitler in any way.
I'd piss on his bed sheets if I had the opportunity. I'd shit in his cupboard. I'd do anything.
But we needed him, Dylan.
Anything
didn't
for the
we?
master.
No.
I'm gonna listen to episode 2.
I think you're also
And six.
mistaking the. I think you're mistaking the pissing thing for Donald Trump. That was
That was him,
Yeah,
yeah,
I pissed-
apparently.
that was him who liked the pissing. Allegedly. yeah.
Allegedly.
I'd piss in Donald Trump's sheets. He'd send me a DM later and be like, "What up?"
He would say, "You missed my face."
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Remind
So-
me again why you're not telling your friends about this, John.
He can't complain. That was all an answer. You can't ask a question like
No,
that.
that was fine. We're good so far.
That's it, yeah. He usually tells us when it goes
I'll
to
tell
shit.
you,
He'll
I'll
be,
tell
he'll
you
be
when we
like,
cross the
"Oh, we
line."
got 40 minutes in before." I was like, "No one's allowed to listen to this.
Yeah.
We're good so far."
We're good. You're doing well, fellas. Let's keep it up.
Golden showers are okay.
So, your
Not
best
pleasure
friend,
explosions.
your best friend is taking a nap on the floor of your living room.
A
Suddenly,
nap or passed out.
nap,
Okay, just
like a Nick Pryor afternoon nap.
okay. I'm picturing it.
Suddenly, let's just
I fell
say,
asleep.
instead of your best friend, let's just say Nicholas Pryor is taking a nap on the floor of your living room.
Okay. I'm
And
picturing
This
it.
changes the question.
Likely.
Suddenly, you're faced with a bizarre existential problem. This friend is going to die unless you kick them as hard as you can in the rib cage. If you don't kick them while they slumber, they will never wake up. However, you can never explain this to your friend. If you later inform them that you did this to save their life, they will also die from that. So you have to kick a sleeping friend in the ribs, and you can't tell them why.
How's this a question?
It's just a hypothetical.
I know,
I
but
feel
this
like
is
we're
an
getting
easy
a lot of
yes.
broken ribs at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
since
feel
you,
like if you don't say no,
that's
like,
not the
this is a-
question. The question
No.
is, since you can't tell them the truth, what excuse will you fabricate to explain this seemingly inexplicable
drunk.
attack?
There was a
I was
spark.
drunk.
That's believable. Dylan.
Yeah, so as you were asking the question, I was actually like, I wonder if I could play that off as I slipped over or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
None.
you could definitely like put a toy car on the ground next to him and just be like, go over and boot him in the
no.
side, and then just like, oh, I tripped over the car.
I feel like that's a very hard kick for a slip. Like, that's a very hard...
Was
Well,
it as
yeah,
hard
but
as you
I-
can? Was that the...
Yeah, as hard as you can was the
I
stipulation.
when I slip over, it's like a tree falling over in a forest.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's going to question that. I don't think you'd be like, Jesus Christ, that was a really hard kick for a simple trip on a car.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm really sorry. I tripped on the car and kicked you. I hope it didn't hurt too much. And then, yeah, that really hurt. You're a dick. Okay, have a beer. And then it's, we're all friends again.
Yeah, I like that answer, Tom.
I don't drink beer though.
Or you
Yeah,
set up
have
a
a-
camera. You
A
set up
gin
a
and
camera.
tonic.
You set up a camera.
If it-
you film it. It's just a prank, bro. And then you put it online.
That's a good answer. I was going to say, if it's Nick, I'm just going to be like, oh, sorry, you was laying on my ginger-coloured carpet, and I just kind of thought you was part of it. My bad.
Nick, I don't think we've heard from you.
I don't know how I'd pass off kicking myself in my sleep.
Well, let's
To
just
myself.
replace yourself with. Let's just flip you and Dylan.
Oh, I don't know, because he likes Fast and the Furious.
You know, if he did that, if I was at Nick's house and I was like asleep and he kicked me and I woke up and he's like, "That's for liking Fast and Furious," I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, "Seems about right."
You're a
enough.
fucking dickhead. That's it.
Yeah, no, I'd pass that off. That would be a believable story. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I think I'm satisfied with all those responses.
I'm glad you're satisfied.
I'd probably take Tom's answer. Like, I'd probably try and play it off as an accident. Yeah. Okay. So, for whatever the reason, 2 unauthorized movies are made about your life. The first is an independently released documentary, primarily comprised of interviews with people who know you and bootleg footage from your actual life. Critics are describing the documentary as brutally honest and relentlessly fair. Meanwhile, Columbia TriStar has produced a big-budget biopic of your life, casting major Hollywood stars as you and all your acquaintances. Though the movie is based on actual events, screenwriters have taken some liberties with the facts. Critics are split on the artistic merits of this fictionalized account, but the audiences love it. Which film would you be most interested in seeing?
You know how I can tell this is an old question? Because they're like Columbia TriStar. I'm like, Columbia TriStar isn't putting
That's been
out
a while.
anything good. Yeah.
Well, this book's from 2001, so...
Yeah. Straight away, I was like, this is old. Hold on, so which one's which again? Just quickly. Like,
So you've got a critically acclaimed documentary,
Yeah.
and then you've got a
Crowd pleasing.
crowd.
Then you've got
yeah,
like The Social Network or whatever it was
yeah.
called.
It's a crowd pleasing biopic, but critics are split on the artistic merits.
Okay, so we have to pick which one would rather.
Which would you prefer? Like, which film would you be more interested in watching?
Documentary. I just prefer to watch myself. Obviously, I already like looking at myself. It's pretty obvious.
Can we watch
Check out the vlog
both
at
of them?
Viva La Dill.
Or do we have to pick to watch one over the other and never watch the other one?
No, it's just which would you be most interested in?
Probably the documentary.
Yeah.
I think I'm documentary because I prefer watching good documentaries and learning stuff as opposed to just random movies anyway.
So you want to learn about
I want to
yourself?
see what all these cunts will say behind my back.
Well, you know what? Anytime I watch a movie that's like based on real life or something like that, or like it's like remember that Johnny Depp one that came out a couple of years ago, for example.
Pirates of the
It's like-
Caribbean.
No, the one where he plays the gangster dude. I never heard of him. Like
Public Enemies.
Yeah, no. But that's another one. Anyway,
The
if I
Alice in
haven't,
Wonderland one.
no. Yes. Anyway, you watch something like that, and as soon as I get home, I'm like, okay, is there a documentary on Netflix about the actual person? Like, that was fun, but now let me watch a documentary because I'm pretty sure the movie version would have amped it up to be a bit more Hollywood, as they say.
Yeah.
So if
See,
I watched a movie about myself with actors, I'd be like, okay, so can I watch the real life story? Oh, wait, it's me. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Because it's about yourself, for me, I think that the Hollywood version would be more interesting. Like, I'd be more interested to see what they come up with. Because the documentary, I more or less know my own life. And I'd be getting an insight on it from an outside perspective. So that would be interesting. But I feel like, how did Seth Rogen portray John O'Peck? That would be kind
Oh,
of cool.
Jesus, really? That's your
That's who
go-to?
you're
went with?
picking?
Your
The most-
go-to's Seth Rogen.
I'm the Bert Newton, this is your life.
People used to
How-
say I
how-
look like Seth Rogen, but that was before he lost all the weight. So
That's like
a
a completely opposite personality.
Yeah, you're like, the person I want to play me is like a real big fucking stoner.
well, who would you want? Who else would play me? Come on.
I don't know. I've never really thought about trying to cast your life. I
Jesse
like how you say
Eisenberg.
"come on," like there's not many people.
I'm currently trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
Jesse
who I would
Eisenberg's not a bad
cast as
pick, actually.
Dylan.
Yeah, thank you.
No one can beat me. Jesse Eisenberg's pretty good for John.
I'm
I'll go with
also
Oh, yeah.
I'm also trying
Macaulay
to figure out.
Culkin.
Jonathan Taylor
also-
Thomas.
Yes, we've got the same name. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ashley, which one did you say?
I think I'd want to see the crowd pleaser just to see what people are more in, how they make it that interesting. My life.
Yeah, okay.
And I imagine it'd be
I
pretty
do
weird
have
to
a-
see people play that stuff out. Play
Yeah,
those
and like
situations.
they take liberties with it and add a lot of drama that's not there. So that could be potentially frustrating if people start to believe that that's true, like they did with The Social Network.
Plus, I don't know if I want to hear people's brutal, honest opinions about me.
Did you answer, Nick?
That's fair.
Yeah, I said the doco.
Okay, yeah.
Tom hasn't
What,
answered, I don't think.
Yeah. No, I said the documentary, but
Ah.
what I'm currently wondering is, does everybody say biopic?
as opposed to biopic.
Yeah, as opposed to biopic. Because
I've never heard
say
anyone say.
biopic.
No,
Oh, I've never heard anyone in my life say that.
No,
Really?
I
It's
think
a
it's
biographical picture.
Picture, yeah. Like it's a biopic.
I've never heard biopic.
Biopic.
I say
You're
biopic.
adding an extra
Do you have a
P.
biopic arm?
I'm not adding an extra P.
Biopic.
No, he's not-
You were the last week he's on here like, oh, don't fuck up words. I hate when people fuck up words and stuff like this. This week he gets on the podcast,
extra letters.
biopic. Yeah, do
no,
what I
that's
want.
Yeah, no, it grinds me when people say biopic because it sounds stupid. It's breaking up by syllables like you're clapping.
It's
How
like
many syllables does
so
it have?
I've discovered what grinds you is whenever someone does something that you don't. Like, it's just the opposite of what you agree with is the answer.
There's probably an element of that.
Yeah.
Also wondering how The Rock would portray me in a
Oh,
version of my
Jesus.
life.
Tom, we would definitely get the Brett McKenzie from Flight of the
Yes,
Conchords.
that is perfect casting.
Here we go. Who would we cast Dylan?
Oh,
Ah.
I don't know. Who's the most insane cunt you know? Apart from Dylan.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
That was about 19 minutes. That was 19 minutes 30. Around 19 minutes before Jono went fuck,
No, that was
and it was
It was
told of
about-
all people.
no. I think Nick dropped one about 5 minutes ago. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed
Yeah.
that. I'm so used to Nick. I'm so used to Nick saying it that when Tom said it, it was just a bit more.
Yeah.
impactful.
Well, we got it
I
out
didn't-
there.
I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
very
this is-
sorry, John.
We'll have to do another topic where we cast a movie of the Explosion Network.
I don't know if it's good that I'm really hard to pick for, or bad that I'm hard to pick for.
No, I think we got the nail on the head there with Shia.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf. I missed
Yeah.
it. Okay, Shia LaBeouf. Sure, I'll take it.
We just need to find somebody good and eccentric.
We can go into that in detail another
We'll,
time.
we'll
I think
get
that'll
back
be-
to this.
We can.
Yeah.
We'll get
Park
back
that
to this.
idea.
We'll do the movie. All right, we're gonna write,
Cool.
direct, star, cast.
Okay. Next question.
Hans Zimmer, he's doing the music.
You're sitting
in.
in an empty bar in a town you've never before visited. Do I need to start again?
No.
Okay. You're drinking with a soft-spoken acquaintance that you barely know. After an hour, a third individual walks into the tavern and sits by himself, and you ask your new acquaintance who the new man is. Be careful of that guy, you are told. He is a man with a past. A few minutes later, a fourth person enters the bar. He also sits alone, and this time your acquaintance says, be careful of that guy too. He is a man with no past. Which of these two people do you trust less?
The one with no past. Because that doesn't even make sense.
The person I trust the least is the person telling me this shit.
Yeah.
Is that an option? Because
That's not an
my pick.
option. It's which of these two people.
It is pretty
Is
weird
this a
that he
Stephen King
knows.
novel, by the way? Because you're like, here's
Could
the
be
guy,
more
the
specific.
man with no past.
Literally everybody has a past.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
I'm gonna flip
Unless
a
you're a
coin.
clone.
Yeah, let me say, like, when someone says that man has no past, I think what they mean is no one knows anything about this guy before he showed up in this town.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
That's-
could
I've watched
be.
Banshee.
They could
That's
be.
what I was assuming
yeah.
the question meant.
I don't trust... I trust them both the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Thomas?
know how to pick. I trust anyone the same. If I don't know you, I trust you all the same.
People have my trust until they lose it.
So someone telling you that someone has possibly a dodgy past doesn't change the level that you trust them off the bat.
Not really.
That's good. That's a good trait to have, I guess.
Everyone makes mistakes in the past.
It's also subjective on the person that's telling you because if
That
that
would be lying
person,
through their teeth.
well, also that person has a past. To them, might mean he slept with
My girlfriend. Or
the
something.
neighbor. Well, yeah, he slept with my girlfriend, or he cheated on his wife with his neighbor, or it could mean that man went to jail for murdering 3 small children, and he's just got out last week. Like, don't talk to him. Like, there's a broad range in having a past, and the person telling you quite how bad it is. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think
if it-
I think the philosophy of this question is which would you be more cautious of, the unknown or the known, which is bad. Like
Better the devil you know.
yeah. Interesting.
But you don't know.
That's what I...
It's so
When he
would
says
be
you have
more
a
in-
past, is he telling you the past, or is he just
No,
saying,
he's just saying he's got a past.
He's a man with a past.
Yeah, I would be more cautious of the one that we don't know the past, but I don't say that being like I would be scared to go talk
Yeah.
to him. I would happily go talk to them both, but
Yeah, it's just which of these people do you trust less? So, Ash?
I would say the person with a past, I think I'd just automatically be less trusting of that slightly. Like, not
Sure.
a lot, but yeah, that's the way my mind works.
we're also that's probably fair because you're assuming the person with no past has done something wrong when actually they could be one of the vast majority of the population who has not done anything wrong.
And just happen to move at this place and nobody doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah. Just because you don't know doesn't mean it's bad.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go on to the next book. The next question.
Two
Okay,
tabs.
you have been wrongly accused of a horrific crime. Due to a bizarre collision of unfortunate circumstances and insane coincidences, it appears that you have murdered a prominent US senator, his beautiful wife, and both of their infant children. Now, you did not do this.
It's totally Anthony Weiner, isn't it?
Yeah, you did.
I think it fits.
Yeah,
good joke,
let's
good
just say it was him then. So you didn't. You actually
doco.
didn't do this, but you were indicted and brought to trial as an innocent. You're an innocent man. Predictably, the criminal proceedings are a national sensation, on par with the 1994 O.J. Simpson trial. It's on TV constantly. It's the lead story in most newspapers for almost a year. The prosecuting attorney is a charming genius. Sadly, your defense team lacks creativity and panache. To make matters worse, the jury is a collection of easily confused sheep. You are found guilty and sentenced to four consecutive life terms with virtually no hope for parole. And since there were procedural mistakes during your proceedings, an appeal is hopeless. That being the case, you are obviously disappointed. However, as you leave,
Bit of
as
an
you leave,
understatement.
yeah,
Mildly.
mildly
Oh, what an
disappointed.
inconvenience.
So as you leave the courtroom and in the days immediately following the verdict, something becomes very clear, and it's that the court of public opinion has overwhelmingly found you innocent. Over 95% of the country believes you are not guilty. Noted media personalities have declared this scenario the ultimate legal tragedy. So you're going to spend the rest of your life amidst the general population of a maximum security prison, but you are innocent, and everyone seems to know this. Does this knowledge make you feel A, better, B, no different, or C, worse?
Better.
Yes.
Probably worse.
Talk about that, Ashley.
I don't know. Knowing that there's nothing that can be done, but everybody believes you're innocent and you're stuck here and there's nothing you could do, that would probably make me feel worse.
Nick, what did you say?
Everybody agree?
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off that I know I'm innocent, everyone else knows I'm innocent, but because there was a fuck up with the legal system, I'm stuck in here forever.
There's a fuck up with the legal system either way. So if everyone out in the public believes me, then I'm just going to use that energy to drive me forward to try and keep hope up. Rather than
But
just
there's no
fucking give up on everything. Well, there's hope. There's always hope.
Hope for what?
You fucking emo fucking sons of bitches.
To
up
live?
in there.
No, honestly.
No,
hope for
someone
what?
could
You're living
break
the
you
rest
out.
of your life.
Well, you can always... if there's a will, there's a way. There's hope.
Seen Prison Break?
Yeah.
I've seen Prison Break. I'm going to tattoo a map on my fucking back.
Yeah.
Well, not
Get
you. Somebody would have
Schofield
to
in
come
there.
in.
I'd rather live with some hope than no hope.
Is this hope that you will get out or just hope that you'll still have some kind of a life?
Life, like at least everyone knows.
Yeah.
You never
Tom-
know what could happen in 20 years. All of a sudden they invent a technology that they can like scan the ground like in the Division and it shows what happened and they're like, he didn't do it.
It was all some massive coincidence.
Exactly. Minority Report. Tom Cruise is going to show up with these little women like strapped into the chambers and they're like, he didn't actually do it with a magical ball.
Time
And I'm
travel,
like, hey, Precognition.
Precogs.
What
Good
about you,
job,
Tom?
Steven Spielberg.
The question is, how would you feel better that people think you're innocent, isn't it?
Better, worse, or no different?
I think I would feel no different, I think, although a little bit more optimistic that maybe one day you're going to get out. As opposed to feeling worse for my situation or feeling explicitly better about it. Like, it's shit regardless. And you've been fucked over, and what people think doesn't necessarily change that. But yeah, like Dylan says, there's a possibility that maybe in the future you get exonerated by some magical means, but that doesn't actually affect the here and now and the fact that you're going to have to go serve time in prison. Like, you've always got a little bit of hope because you've got a lot of people on your side, but it doesn't actually make the situation better or worse.
Just because people believe in that you're innocent doesn't actually bring up the proof that you're innocent either.
No,
That's
it
true.
doesn't.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I already answered.
Sorry.
I'm worse. I feel worse.
Yeah, true. Has everyone answered?
Nick's
What
not
do
a fan.
You haven't, Jono, but what do you actually get in prison like that? Like, can I take my Vita, or is that like contraband?
I don't think so.
I mean,
You
no,
might
I've
be able
heard
to
that
smuggle it in.
I've heard they have video games in prison, but that might not be the maximum security prison.
Yeah, like, and you see, like,
It's
watching
nothing but
prisons
AFL
on-
Live.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. The PS4
not-
Slim with AFL Evolution and one controller.
Oh,
That's-
no.
That's hell, not prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have seen on like National Geographic or whatever, they have those America's toughest prisons and whatever, and there's people with like TVs in their rooms. They're small, shitty TVs, and I'm not saying it's a fantastic luxury, but yeah.
Chopper Reed had a TV.
Did he?
Hello, hello.
Like
You
the
get
real
free
one, or
square meals and all
Heath
the
Franklin?
sex you don't want.
Until you learn to want it.
Oh.
You're probably right.
Yeah, my response is I think initially, like straight off the bat, I would feel worse, but then I would probably feel better as time went on. Because
You've got the serial chick coming around trying to plead your case.
yeah, I think that there is still like there would definitely still be that element of hope that, you know, maybe the president grants a pardon or something. Like there are still ways, I guess.
Not this
That's,
one. You have to wait till next president, I tell you.
There's no way he's doing that.
Well, fingers crossed that comes sooner rather than
He could be
later.
among the
No.
95% that think
No.
they're innocent.
To be fair, I don't think he's that sort of person. In fact, it'd probably change on the day of the week, wouldn't it?
Depends on how rich you are. And if that senator was a friend or not.
True.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
whether
yes.
you've got ties to Russia.
I want to know
Oh,
how
that's
this
right.
murder went down, that it's a massive coincidence that you've been framed for this.
Maybe you like turned up just as it happened. I don't know.
I reckon Trump lets Nick out of prison.
Why, like ginger frame?
He just sends him a letter. He just writes him a letter in Russian. He's like, I know. Wink, wink. I'll handle it.
You know what you must do.
I gotcha.
Russian.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this guy's an Australian spy. I understand. He's like, oh, I get it. He's in Australia for Russia, spying. It's all right. I'll help him out.
Okay, next question. You're offered a brain pill, much like Morpheus in The Matrix. If you swallow this pill, you will become 10% more intelligent than you currently are.
This
You'll
is
be-
a movie.
You'll be more adept at reading comprehension, logic, and critical thinking. However, there's always a however, to all other people, to all other people you know, and to all future people you meet, you will seem 20% less intelligent. In other words, you'll immediately become smarter, but the rest of the world will perceive you as dumber. And there's no way you can ever alter the universal, I don't know how to say that word, of that perception. Do you take this pill?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
I'm not particularly bothered about how people think of me, man, I don't think I come off as particularly stupid to begin with, so I can lose 20%.
I'll give the same answer, except for everyone already thinks I'm dumb, so what difference does it make if I'm 20% less dumb?
At least we got both ends of the extreme.
I'm just trying to think, how does people perceive you to be dumb? Or like, what do you do that's different? Like, you can't communicate, or
Talk slower, I don't know.
No, come on.
I mean,
you
it's
meet-
express yourself.
It's a hypothetical, so there doesn't have to be a logic behind it. But I guess that
But it affects my decision, though.
But
I
come
would
on,
say
you
no.
meet people and people just judge you. They'll be like, I've met people and like I've been talking to them for like 15 minutes. I'm like, this guy's a bit slow.
Turns out all you wear is a Hawaiian shirt now, so people
Yeah.
are like, this guy's a fucking idiot. What is he up to?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd say no because I feel like I would get incredibly frustrated, constantly being talked down to, like, and people not understanding what I'm trying to say all the time.
Because you're
That would-
30% off mark of where they think you are, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine that would drive me insane eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty content with how dumb I am now. So
Stephen King doesn't look like a smart guy.
Stephen Hawking?
Stephen Hawking, sorry.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
I knew what I was
Stephen
saying.
King doesn't
I've
look
got
smart.
Stephen King on
He
my
looks
fucking
creepy.
mind from before.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking, if you saw him going down the street, you'd be like, he's not the smartest guy in the world.
But he is.
But literally is.
No, but he literally, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But that's just my example of like,
Yeah.
you see, if you see someone with like a disability or something, you like assume that they're not smart.
Yeah, but the
Like,
difference with...
that's just what your brain does, even if you don't want to. Like 5%, you're like you just assume you're like, okay, that guy's
Yeah.
obviously-
The difference here is that Stephen Hawking can put out a book or whatever and people will go, oh, actually,
Yeah,
he's a
true.
genius. And you can't
True.
do that here.
yeah, you put out a book,
So-
everyone still
I'd
thinks
say
you're
no.
dumb.
Yeah. I think that I agree with Ashley. Like, I'm pretty content with my level of intelligence. And I don't really want to change that. Like, because the consequence could be maybe I lose my job because I seem like an idiot. Or maybe I can't get a job that I want in the future because I seem like an idiot. Whereas at the moment, I'm at a good enough level to avoid that judgment.
I wonder if a bonus 10% would give you
A way to figure out how to get
do
around
something
this.
else. Yeah, yeah. What if that 10% is all you need to finish a particular idea, or what?
Yeah.
Actually, if well, this is going to be like weird, but if the Spy and the Maven was 10% better, and that 10% is what happens to get it picked up as a movie script or something like that. Like, I'm not saying that it's not that good or whatever because we've not read it, but like
Yeah.
if your 10% intelligence gives you 10% extra in the book, which flow-on effect is millions of dollars out of a movie, like
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know though, because how do you measure 10% of your overall intelligence? Like, it's a hard thing to equate and to decide. It means X, Y, or Z.
No idea, but I'm just
Yeah.
assuming that it means you're 10% better at academic pursuits, maybe.
All the
and
words are
writing a book
10%
is one of
bigger.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
10% longer.
intelligence isn't directly tied to
Look, everyone,
creativity, is it?
I just want to be able to say yellow. That's all I want. Just give me the pill so I can say yellow.
You just
You
said
can
it, dude.
say it, but
But
people will think you're saying yellow.
they already
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh, that's what
It's
it
like-
is. Everybody will think you're a Tasmanian.
Fuck. Wait, I'm already fine. Everyone in the world already thinks we're the. I'm already. Yeah, see, yous all live off. I'm already like. You're already down here. Everyone looks down on us down here anyway. No, fuck it. Give me the pill. Give me 2 of these pills.
Has everyone answered?
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to keep track. Next question. This is a shorter question. How would your views about war, politics, and the role of the military change if all future conflicts were fought by armies of robots? That is to say, if all nations agreed to conduct wars exclusively with machines so that human casualties would be virtually non-existent. And I love that this question was written like 15 years ago before robots were, what they are now.
Before Edge of Tomorrow came out.
Yeah. Well, about
It's getting a sequel.
Yeah, I know, right? Edge of Tomorrow again, or no, Live Die Die
Live,
again.
Die, Repeat.
Again, repeat.
No, isn't it
Repeat,
Live, Die,
repeat.
Repeat?
Repeat, yeah.
'Cause,
Or
it
Die,
was,
Die.
It was Live, Die, Repeat when it was released. And
Stupid
then
as
Live,
fucking
Die, Repeat.
name.
Shouldn't
I'm
they
gonna
just call
see
it
that.
Live, Die,
That's
Repeat, Live, Die, Repeat for the second one?
Shouldn't they just call it Groundhog Day? Wait, what?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, it wouldn't, Jono.
It wouldn't.
Why?
What was the question again?
How would your views about war politics and the role of the military change if all future conflicts were fought by armies of robots?
Wars are stupid anyway. They shouldn't be fought over any reason.
Okay, I'm with
I
Nick.
think,
Yeah.
regardless of who's fighting or what's happening or anything like that.
So-
Why is it so hard for the world just to get along and focus on more important things?
Because people are dicks.
The straight up answer, the real talk there, because people are dicks.
Mic drop.
It's true.
It is
Going
true,
to war
but
is
it's
the
like
most
the simplest way to answer that. Wars are a waste of money, people's lives, time, like...
And if
they're
we can
just-
afford robots to fight wars, why aren't we putting those robots to work for more...
Because then
more
everybody be out of
better
jobs.
Yeah. No, well, how about you just make the robots
Universal
fucking make
basic
food to feed
income.
like homeless people, or make the robots teach people fucking schools or something like that. It's
I
just
see
so
what you
weird.
did
That,
there,
it is
Nick.
so weird. We do live in a world where everyone's like, robots better go teach them how to fight, not like do something better for humanity. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm with Nick. Wars are stupid. People should learn not to fight. Use your words. World.
Thomas.
If we get to the point where robots are capable of doing this, I feel like it's just would be like another Cold War kind of situation. Like, if the robots are good enough and we're just sending robots off, what's the point? It's just like a dick measuring competition at that
Yeah.
point. Like, and you may as well, okay, who's got the most money? Then we're gonna win. Or it's just like, okay, we've run this computer simulation with our robot stats and your robot stats, and we beat you every single time, kind of
Who's
thing.
watched
Like,
Space
Maybe we'll be
Season.
playing video games.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think you actually need to go ahead with this if we get to that kind of point. But I don't think we would ever get to the point where that's going to happen.
It's not a question of if. It's like it's a hypothetical. You've got to pretend it's
Yeah,
happening.
I know.
That's the whole point.
It's basically like saying if you took human casualties out of war, would that change your view about war?
No. War's stupid either way.
Yeah, it's a big waste of time and money and people. If there are people in there, it's a big waste of people, and it's a big waste.
War economy.
War never changes.
Everyone's like, how far is the human race? Like, how old is the human race? Does anyone actually know? Because
6,000 years.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we grow up pretty fucking slow, is all I'm going to say.
2017.
Right.
You're right. You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could tell you exactly how I feel about war to then answer if that would change my opinion.
Yeah, it still feels like it would be really pointless because it's like, who's going to run out of robots first?
Yeah.
I feel like silly anyway, because who likes war? Like, if you're like, no, wait, I like war. Either you're like a gun seller or like...
But the thing
I
is,
don't know,
if the
like-
robots defeat another army, then the people are going to rise up against the robots anyway.
No, because they're not allowed to. That's the...
Yeah.
That was my
Terminator.
Terminator, so
Yeah.
it's okay. Anyone want to high five me? Leave me hanging? Fuck
Yep,
all
leave you
yous.
hanging.
I was like, is that Rage Against the Machine or something? Is that
Isn't
what he's
there
trying
only
to
two
do?
movies in that franchise?
Yep, only two.
Yeah, only two. And a TV show.
Yep.
TV
Okay.
show's good.
I'll allow it.
At this point, I'm going to say no, it wouldn't change my view. But I don't know exactly what my view is. It just seems like a waste of time and money at this point.
Ash.
I know. I guess it would solve conflicts a lot quicker and without any lives lost. So I guess it would change my mind in that way, and maybe politicians will be less inclined to spend so much on military stuff. But
It's not really
I think
about.
they'd be more inclined.
The question isn't about if it'll make war like easy. It's like, would it change your view on war? Isn't it? That was the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that works.
I think it would change it, but
So
I don't
if-
know how.
If the question was like, would you want to use robots instead of people? And
Yes.
there's no choice about it. Sure, use robots. Still don't want. I still don't want it.
So we talking like Android robots? Or we talking Robot Wars robots?
I was going to say iOS.
I like to picture like Robot Wars.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Clone Wars.
I'm picturing Knack.
Oh,
sorry,
no,
NATO.
we fought out with Max.
Our Lord and Savior.
Each time a soldier dies, they form to make a bigger Knack. Until Knack is our planet.
I think as much as my overall like the concept of war overall wouldn't change, it would change my view in that I don't think it would be as bad. So technically, yes, it would change my view. Like if you said tomorrow, every soldier is going to come back from Afghanistan and be replaced with a robot, and every country's agreed to do that, then I think the loss of human life is a fairly big reason that
Yeah, but
people
that's a
object
different
to wars.
question. That's a different question. If you're going to put it that way, I'm like, sure.
Well, that's the way he put it.
No, it was like, would it change your opinion on war if it was using soldiers or robots? And either
Well,
way, I don't.
how's
like
the transition going to happen if the people aren't being taken out and the robots are getting put in?
I just want zero war.
But it's not like would your opinion change from bad to good? Like I still wouldn't think it's good, but it changed my view.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Well, to change everybody's view then.
Yeah.
I like how you say that everybody agrees to do this at the same time, when really actually what would happen is somebody just injects like 500,000 robots, surprise attack, we've got robots, motherfuckers. Like, I don't think it's going to have to be like a UN resolution to allow robots in war.
Yeah, it'd be
Daleks
like
versus
a
Cybermen.
atom bomb thing. I
Planet-wide
think it'd happen
scale.
like that.
I mean,
Yeah, it will happen. That's the scary thing, is that it's probably going to happen in our lifetime.
calm down.
I just had the thought as well that in most of our adult life, all of us, like we haven't known the world not being in a state of war necessarily, or not the world, but like
The world's always
America has been at war for more of our lives than it hasn't.
I can't remember
In
America not
Iraq
being
and
at war.
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
'cause
probably.
That happened when I was like, what?
No,
like probably
definitely.
10 or
Oh,
Oh,
something.
definitely, yeah.
So,
Was it, 2001, obviously.
Yeah, 2001.
So it's 16 years.
I was like 10. Alright.
I'm not 32 yet, so
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Your
more
math
than,
is right.
more than half of our lives. Nailed it.
When did the Gulf War finish?
There was the first Gulf War in '93 as well, in the early '90s.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
Yeah,
The
I got that too.
Korea, North and South Korea are technically still at war.
Everyone's at war. Good job, everyone. High five.
Okay.
You know,
let's-
he
I
wins
don't want to
off
high five that. Why do you need high five for that?
That was a sarcastic high five.
Let's move on.
You got a high five in there anyway, though.
Okay, I'll take it.
Also,
Okay.
want to point out this is an audio show where we're not together, so can't really high five.
Don't ruin the illusion.
Yeah, we're all sitting around a
The
table.
audio fidelity's so good that no one's
This
ever questioned
table.
While traveling on business, your spouse, whom you love, is involved in a plane crash over
I
the
like how
Pacific
they put
Ocean.
that in. Your spouse. Okay. Hope that's important to the question.
It is. Because,
Okay.
you know, it could be a spouse that you don't love.
Okay.
Your spouse, who over decades of
Feeling
marriage
different.
you have come to despise.
Yeah.
Was she in a plane crash with a friend's dick in the mouth?
Well, just hear out the question.
Shout out to viewing gods.
Thank God that was a reference to something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was a reference to something.
That didn't need to be a reference. That was just fantastic. And I'm very sorry,
be-
Jono. You're going to have to start again.
I
would
kind
be
of assumed
concerned
it
if
would
it
be a
wasn't.
reference. Yeah. Okay.
Go.
While traveling on business, your spouse, whom you love,
Yep.
is involved in a plane crash over the Pacific Ocean. It is assumed that everyone on board has died. For the next 7 months, you quietly mourn. But then, the unbelievable happens. It turns out your spouse has survived.
Fuck.
He or she, let's just say she for the sake of this hypothetical, managed to swim to a desert island where she lived in a relative comfort with one other survivor. They miraculously located most of the aircraft supplies on the beach, and the island itself was filled with ample food sources. Against all odds, they have just been discovered by a Fijian fishing boat.
Was it actually purgatory the whole time?
Ooh, deep cut.
My name is Oliver Queen, and for 5 years I lived on an island.
Spoilers,
Isn't
guys.
that Iron Fist?
Yeah, spoilers for
Iron
Lost.
Fist.
We have to go back. The two survivors return home via helicopter, greeted by the public as media sensations.
What? Oh, Fiji, that's right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did they build a helicopter?
Immediately upon their
I
arrival,
think Fiji's deserted.
there's an international press conference. And during this press conference, you cannot help but notice how sexy the other survivor is. Physically, he perfectly embodies the type of person your mate is normally attracted to. Moreover, the intensity of the event has clearly galvanized a relationship between the two crash victims. They spend most of the interview explaining how they could not have survived without the other person's presence. They explain how they passed the time by telling anecdotes from their respective lives, and both admit to having virtually given up on the possibility for rescue. At the end of the press conference, the two
You're
survivors...
trying to say they went to Bone Town, don't you?
At the end of the conference, the two survivors share a tearful goodbye hug. It's extremely emotional. After the press conference, you are finally reunited with your spouse. She embraces you warmly and kisses you deeply. How long do you wait before asking if she was ever unfaithful to you on this island?
I want
Do
to
you-
hear more of the story. I was about to get hard. Keep going.
Do you never ask? And if your mate's answer is yes, would that, under these specific circumstances, be acceptable?
So wait, in the
she cheated.
hypothetical,
So I'll just ask the question section again. How long do you wait before asking if they were unfaithful? Do you never ask? And if your mate's answer is yes, would that be acceptable?
never ask.
Yeah.
Let's just assume the answer is yes and move on. Because it would be yes. Come on. 7 months?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
My question, I thought the question was going to be, I thought the story was going to take a turn that, like...
No, this is exactly where I thought
she's
it was
with
going.
Move on.
No, I was going to say that, like, she's like, hey, you know, still love you, but thought I was going to die. Now I'm with this guy. And, you like, was it going to be, like, do you, like, kill the other person? Or
Do you kill the other person?
to which the answer is yes. Yep. Good job.
Anyone else?
So the question that I have for you, not necessarily you, Jono, but in general, is 7 months enough time that you're going to be back on the market and you're going out and about?
I am, I tell you what.
Because if that's the case, like, I obviously have no idea how long it would take you to get over that, but if 7 months is long enough, it would be very hypocritical of you to get
Yeah.
upset about that. Like, you wouldn't need to ask, because you wouldn't expect them to come back and be like, oh, you thought I was dead. You're going out on Saturday nights now and trying to pick up, like...
You
do
on
need to
Tinder?
do you need to delete your Tinder account now that I've come home? Like...
I think in this hypothetical, it hasn't specified that, so I assume that there's been no moving on. It just says that you quietly mourn.
But is that quiet mourning by yourself, or is that like quiet mourning with hookers and blow?
How do you
mean,
mourn in New Zealand?
You know yourself better than we know you, Tom. So
Yeah, no.
You-
So if
you
you got
decide.
if you got a life insurance payout from that, do you have to pay it back?
That's a fantastic question. I do not know. There's probably like some cool down on the life insurance to say that, like, Well, yeah, I
They're
don't know.
definitely
Suppose if
dead.
they can't provide a body or something.
Yeah. That's one to Google.
Tom would have spent all of his already on drugs and sex, so
That's not
It's
true.
part of the healing process.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would need to ask.
I think those with significant others should be picturing their actual significant others to answer this question correctly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to not to ask. It would
Really?
be after a while, but I reckon I would have asked.
At what point would you ask? Like 6 months, years?
It's hard to say. It's probably when it felt right. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
And what would
I can't
be
give.
what would be your like? Would you be okay with the answer regardless, or not?
I don't know, because I reckon in that situation, I don't think I would. So I'd feel pretty betrayed.
Mm.
Because when you get married, you take that vow.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I agree
But-
completely. And
Plus, I know.
So you don't
my
think people
spouse
should ever
wouldn't.
remarry then, if their spouse dies? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, not at all. If they die or a divorce or something like that, that's fine. But like when you're still married,
I think Nick's talking about the spouse now. The spouse should
Yeah, not myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not saying that.
In this
Yeah.
scenario, right? So you survive. Your wife on the island could think you're dead too.
How?
you went on the
Or
plane.
think they're never getting
Oh,
back?
I thought I was on the plane. Okay, I
No,
thought
everyone
I
else
survived.
died. They assumed
Okay.
that everyone died. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was doing an I am Iron Man moment at the press conference.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I think I would be reasonably upset if it did happen, but I don't know that I would need to explicitly ask. Like, you're probably dealing with bigger, like, mental health issues of being stuck on an island for 7 months,
Yeah.
and everybody assumed you're dead to be like on the first, well, to be at any point in time, really. Like, so did
I think you have a right to
Did
be
it
upset
happen?
if it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
No,
but
I
I don't
disagree with
think you
all
need
of
to
this.
pry.
But it's not all about you.
Yeah. Good call, Nick. So for me, I think that I probably wouldn't ask, but at the same time,
Agree.
I would definitely have a.
I suppose it all comes down to whether you trust them or not.
Yeah, but I think that the thing for me is I wouldn't want to know. And I don't think, let's say I am married, and I don't think that my wife
Let's
would.
say you're married. Good choice.
No, I meant like, let's say like I actually am, okay? So
What?
I don't.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I got married.
So
Sorry, ladies.
we're used to Jack not being married.
Love you, Jack.
Sliding
yeah.
only into Dylan's DMs, not Jono's.
So I wouldn't ask, but I think that I would be told at some point if I needed to know. That's, but at the same time, like Nick said, I would be upset. It wouldn't be unforgivable by any means because we're all human, and that's, you know, a very difficult. Like, you can't imagine possibly what it would be like in that situation. So there wouldn't be there would be, you'd be upset, but you'd try not to be judgmental, I think.
You're all insane.
I
This
feel
is
like if
a
I was
whole
on the
past
desert
scenario.
island,
So,
I feel like if I was on the
Edges.
desert island with that guy, I wouldn't sleep with him.
yeah, like put your, yeah. Anyway.
Go on,
This is
Dylan,
whole-
what
this
have you
is-
got
this is
to
whole-
say?
This is whole past scenario. Like, if she comes back, I'd be like, you fucked that guy, right? I'd be like, yeah. I'm like, you damn well better have, because he's a hot piece of ass. High five, motherfucker. I'd completely expect 7 months alone on an island. Come on, that's free pass territory.
How long's
It
it
would
been?
be like,
near you
you're not
now,
fucking,
Dylan?
you're not fucking him anymore, right? I'd be like, no, I'm not fucking him anymore. I'd be like, all right, we're all good then. That's fine. Completely understand.
Are you avoiding next question? Or?
I didn't hear his next question.
I said, how long's it been for you now?
Too long.
Over
So
7 months?
I'd fuck the island.
You'd settle for the volleyball.
Yeah, I mean,
fucked
I'm
Mother
there with Wilfred poking a hole in Wilfred going.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson,
Wilfred
please,
is dog.
baby.
Well, apparently Well, what we could take from this episode is Dylan would like a blowjob from any man called Wilfred.
I'll take a blowjob from anything.
Any Wilfreds that listen, slide into
It's-
Dylan's DMs.
Yeah, it's been long enough that any Wilfred will do.
I'm just thinking of the dog,
Oh.
Wilfred.
No,
Yeah.
what the fuck? There's a guy in that suit. Oh, fuck
Yeah,
him.
true. Has everyone answered? Ash?
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever ask. I think I just wouldn't be able to do it. I think,
Yeah.
although if there were signs that there was something wrong, I might work up the courage, but probably never ask, yeah.
If it's the opposite scenario, I'm fucking the hot girl on that island. I'm telling you.
But you love your spouse.
Yeah, okay, but 3 months in...
Deeply.
3 months in,
Deeply.
I'm going insane. We're sharing a coconut drink on the side of the beach. I think I'm going to be stuck here forever.
You're not
I'm
in a
I'm never
tropical
seeing I'm never
paradise.
seeing my wife
Let's put
ever
it this
again.
way: I wouldn't survive.
Sticking
that
my dick
6
in.
months. I'd probably die after a couple of weeks
Why would you die?
because of my diabetes.
Diabetes.
But
This
what if
island
the-
has an endless supply of insulin.
Yeah. We'll find you some insulin. There must be some insulin in nature, is there?
Is that a natural thing?
Really, no.
Maybe there's magical curing diabetes.
When was
fruit.
diabetes invented? What did cavemen do?
It's it's an island like Lost where everyone that goes there gets healed from there. Like,
We're gonna go back, Kate. We're gonna go back.
Because they're actually dead already. Spoilers.
that is not
Fucking-
what happened.
It's not what happened at all.
Or is it?
It was
I don't know.
purgatory,
Bingo.
and then that was on the island.
It
and there was
definitely
always on the
wasn't
island.
purgatory.
And then that dog shows up, and you're like, "Oh, hey, dog!" And then credits. I'm like, "Good job, J.J. Abrams. Love you, pal."
It was. I didn't know it was J.J. Abrams, but it was definitely Purgatory, and they were all.
No, it was Damon Lindelof, but J.J. Abrams is the one you blame.
No, I think you blame
Yeah.
Damien Lindelof. Is what I've seen online.
Carlton Cruz is the man. Okay, next
just
question.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
you
going
go.
to say, final note. I was trying to work in some kind of joke about how the rocks only looked so much like a pair of tits for you to whack off to, but I didn't quite get there. So
Couldn't
I will
put pieces together.
draw.
you can, yeah, you can cut that bit out.
You can make tits in the sand and actually jack off the sandy tits. Like, actually.
Speaking from experience,
Yeah,
Is
that's,
that when you're out the paddle?
that was exactly what I was just thinking.
I'm glad I let you ask that question, Tom. Okay,
Good.
now this is a quicker one, hopefully.
Next question. I'd fuck it. Right,
The-
continuing.
The world is ending. It's ending quickly, and it's ending dramatically. It will
Means
either...
something we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking whoever's next to
2017's
me at this
tagline.
stage.
It will either end at noon on your 50th birthday,
That's
Or-
not soon.
or it will end 2 days after you die from natural causes at the age of 75. Which apocalyptic scenario do you prefer?
50.
75.
No, you're insane.
that doesn't even make sense. 74.
Yeah, because I want to be part of it.
You want to experience the apocalypse? Okay.
I want to
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, or like I want to The Rock this shit. I want to hop in a helicopter, save people. You know, eventually die anyway. Maybe 2012, live on the Antarctic Ocean for a while. But if my wife dies during all this, or she goes missing, I'm fucking the person I'm on the mission with. I'm just saying, like, she could be dead, she might not be dead. I'm
Old.
fucking.
What's her name? Alexis Daddario or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In like Flynn.
I don't know what.
Wait,
like
is she
Flynn
your
means,
daughter in this situation?
Errol Flynn.
but- oh.
Anyone named Flynn? I'm in.
Was she the Rock's daughter in that movie?
So Wilfred's and Flynn's. Please get into
No,
Dylan's-
she wasn't the Rock's daughter. She was someone else's daughter. I think.
Oh, and the Rock was saving her.
I think so.
You're talking
I
about
can't remember.
like that Donnie Darko spiritual successor?
Nah, this is San
No, we're
Andreas.
talking about.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Anyway, answer the question.
I did. 50.
No, someone else. Not everything's about you, Dylan.
Oh fuck! Sorry.
I like to feel 75th because it gives humanity more time to colonize different planets.
That's
Yeah.
coming at it from a different perspective.
Do you actually think we would colonize more planets within that like period of time?
Elon Musk wants
it's
a
a
million
chance.
people on Mars by his lifetime.
Elon Musk is a crazy person, a smart crazy person, but
I was thinking the other day, he must be quite smart, but I don't know if he is like a genius or if he's just smart with a fuck ton of money that he gets to throw at these stupid ideas that he's
he
got.
doesn't hold back on his ambition. I'll tell you that. He's like,
No, he doesn't.
he's like, I want to do something. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay the right people the right amount of money to get it done.
Yeah.
I want to know some of his failures, but that is not Jono's question. So the question is like, do you want to live through it yourself, or do you want just everybody else to get fucked?
And live for another 25 years.
I do like the idea of giving humanity an extra 25 years to try and sort shit out or get somewhere else. And I do like the idea of living an extra 25 years myself. Does everybody...
Yeah.
Is it only me that knows that the world's going to end, or does everybody know that the world's going to end?
No one knows that the world's going to end.
No,
Including
nobody
you.
knows.
Including you. You don't know.
Well,
It's just
if I don't know, I would rather live a longer life.
Yeah, wouldn't you rather die peacefully than in some kind of reckoning?
To me, it is just on length of time that you've got, and I would much rather the
That's it,
longest
yeah.
amount of time.
yep.
Yeah, as opposed to considering that other people have to go through a fiery hellscape or something like that, and me avoiding the fiery hellscape. Like, if it's the other way round, that at 50 you die of a heart attack, or you get to live to 75, but you have to die in the apocalypse, I'm going to 75 as well.
Yeah.
I'm just
Regardless
going.
of 75.
Yeah, I'm just going for length as opposed to how I check out.
Yeah, I'd take the 75.
Yeah.
Dylan just wants to be a hero. But
I was
you'll
about
probably,
to say, you'd think I'm purposely picking opposite to yous, but I answer first most of the time and then listen to all yous. And I'm like, okay, I'm just over here in my corner by myself, just kicking my feet around, just being old me.
No, what you are is you're Bon Jovi in the fucking corner there. Shut down in a blaze of glory. Having a fantastic time.
Oh,
Where are you even
I'll
going to
take
get
it,
a
it's
helicopter
fine.
from?
I don't
Do you know how to
there's
fly a
fucking
helicopter?
airport.
Guarantee you can't fly it and crash it straight away.
What's a way to go? Like it.
Turns out you completely missed the apocalypse as well because
I'll
you
t-
crashed your helicopter
I tell you what,
prematurely.
if I drive down to the airport, the apocalypse starts, I drive down to the airport, I'd steal some keys or something, get in the helicopter. If I get halfway up in the air with that thing, I'm going to be going, holy shit, I did it! Like, yes!
And then the asteroid
I
hits.
fully expect to die. Yeah, and then like a bolt of lightning hits me, and I don't know, a bunch of frogs come flying down. I don't know, is this the biblical apocalypse or just the apocalypse?
I think you're thinking of the plagues as opposed to the apocalypse.
I'm
No
sure
one
there's going
knows
to
how
be...
the actual apocalypse is going to go.
Yeah, there could
no,
be
he's thinking the
frogs.
Four
Have
Horsemen,
you
yeah.
been through an apocalypse before, Thomas?
All right, let's move on.
I think I have.
We got 2 questions left, but we'll probably only get to one of them, and that's okay. So let's see how we go.
It's the timing's on you, Jono. So
I know,
we can do them
I know.
both.
Well,
Quick fire.
timing is on how long you guys take to get to the point.
All right, I won't talk.
That sounds like a criticism.
It's just an observation. At the age of 30, you suffer a blow to the skull.
Oh, I thought you were going to say blowjob.
No, sorry. Skull.
I was about to say, I have to wait that long? Jesus.
The head trauma leaves you with a rare form of partial amnesia. Though you are otherwise fine, you're completely missing 5 years from your life. You have no memory of anything that happened between the ages of 23 and 28.
Oh, thank God.
That period, that period of your life is completely gone. You have no recollection of anything that occurred during that 5-year gap. You're told by friends and family that when you were 25, you supposedly became close friends with someone you met on the street. You possess numerous photos of you and this person, and everyone in your life insists that this individual was your best friend for over 2 years. You were allegedly inseparable. In fact, you find several old letters and emails from this person that vaguely indicate you may have even shared a brief romantic relationship. but something happened between you and this individual when you were 27, and the friendship abruptly ended. And apparently you never told anyone what caused this schism, so it remains a mystery to all. The friend moved away soon after the incident, wholly disappearing from your day-to-day life, but you have no memory of any of this. Within the context of your own mind, this person has never even existed. There is tangible proof that you deeply loved this friend, but whenever you look at their photograph, all you see is a stranger. 6 weeks after your accident, you are informed that this person has suddenly died. How sad do you feel?
0.
0.
A little bit sad. I'm not heartless.
People die all the fucking time. I don't know.
Well, I
this
don't
person.
remember him. You can't possibly feel sad about it.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't feel anything looking at the photos and letters and whatnot.
Fuck yes, I'm not by myself in this question. High five.
I especially like how it was a him for you, Nick, and you had a romantic relationship with him.
I don't feel like this is a question. More like this is just like, how am I supposed to feel something if I don't know them?
I'd feel upset that I'm never going to get answers.
I think I would be upset, but I
won't be
I can do
inconsolable.
that.
I'd just move on.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think I would feel a small level of sadness. It would be like a kind of lingering feeling of the fact that this person meant something to me, and I will never know why, or, you know, and you know what happened, and did I do something bad to that person? There would be those feelings of not. I don't know if it's sadness necessarily, but it would be something. Yeah.
I think I would be sad, and I would go to the funeral, and I would probably cry.
And question everybody.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
We've got at least 100 episodes in this TV series to find out what happened to us. So
Yeah, it would be an interesting kind of movie or something, wouldn't it?
yeah, this does feel like a
Okay.
TV show.
So we're going to cut this out and then...
Season 4, the person isn't actually dead. Just so you know,
Oh!
like, they bring him back.
Plot twist.
Spoilers.
It was their twin brother for Nick, but it was a twin sister for the rest of us who had a heterosexual relationship.
Very
Good job, Damien Lindelof, making the plot up as you go.
Yeah, no,
Next
I'm
question.
crying about that one, but carry on.
No, I think that's all we have time for.
Oh, come on.
Is it?
Just do the last one. We'll do it quickly.
Last one, and you do it
Do
really
it.
quickly.
I'm shushing.
And
Shush.
I've lost the page number, so I'll just do it from memory. Basically,
Jesus.
the office that you work in is taken over by an eccentric billionaire, and he comes up with a new policy that everyone is required to wear tuxedos to work. You'll receive a 5% bonus, and you'll receive $200 a month as a stipend for purchases in relation to your uniform. Sorry, $500 stipend. I found it. I found the page here.
Where's
So
the
it's
bad part?
Sorry?
Where's the bad part?
Well, you have to wear a full tuxedo, tails and top hats.
I'm fine.
Is there air
Sounds
conditioning?
awesome!
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
If there's no air
I'm in.
conditioning, then no. If there is, then yes.
It's whatever you're doing at the moment.
So do you seek employment elsewhere was the question.
No.
I'd
No?
love to
No.
wear a fucking full tuxedo to my workplace. That'd be fucking
Every
awesome.
day.
Every day? Fuck
With
yes.
a hat.
Good day, madam, to you. Hello,
Tip your hat every time a
sir.
customer comes in.
Having a wonderful afternoon, are we?
I just wear those t-shirt tuxedos.
I don't know if you'd get away with that.
I think you get
Would
fired.
you get in trouble for doing that anyway, Dylan? Like, if you just rocked up to the station tomorrow in a tuxedo, would they send you home?
Who's going to send me home? I'm the only person there.
Okay, well, challenge accepted.
Blog
It sounds
idea.
like to me.
Episode on it.
Patreon, get me a tuxedo. I will film my day getting fired reading it. Wearing it.
I think you just like vlog 108 or something like that as Dylan wears
Calm
a
down,
tuxedo
leave-
to work.
At least let me get
What?
another job lined up or something.
125.
Okay.
There you go. Well, that's all we have time for. I literally have to go. So thank you.
I don't believe I would
I'll
look
do
for
the round
new-
out if you want. If you
new
have to
employment.
fly, I'll
Yeah,
read off.
I'll
You
just
wanna
give
go?
my
Yeah,
self
do your
promotion.
thing. Do it,
John,
go.
check me on Twitter at Jono himself. Check out my book. Check out my other podcast. Peace out, homies.
See
The
ya.
other podcast is Putting in the Work, and the book is The Spy and the Maven. Because every single time he just refuses to say what those things are.
Yeah.
Just trying to help a brother out.
Ashley, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ashley Hobley, ASHLEY,
It's great. Nicholas, where can the people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Lord N Pryor.
Just have to ignore it. Tom, where can the people find you?
You can find me practically everywhere online. TomDaBomb89. TomDabom89.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Vivaladil, VIVALADIL, and go to youtube.com/Vivaladil to watch my videos. And thank you. I'm going to lead it out. Jono's gone. Bye. Have a wonderful time. Hypothetical for you. What would happen if I just pleasure explosion to your ear? Now. Boom. Ugh!
Also, thank you, Jesse Cusworth, for doing all our artwork.
Yeah, you're the bomb.
Yeah. Second bomb. I'm obviously
John,
the
I didn't
first
want to
bomb,
stick around to
but-
plug you.
Yeah, that's he just buys you a meal and then leaves you
He treats
leaves
you
you
like
hard
a cheap hooker.
leaves you hard and alone.
That's all right.